Hallöchen, hier ist der Björn vom LS&PD und wir spielen Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Wir waren gerade bei dem guten Ted Mosley und haben den Fall wieder aufrollen lassen. Das heißt, Mosley wird sich jetzt drum kümmern. Mal gucken, können wir mit dem noch irgendwas besprechen? Ja, darf ich dazu kurz aufstehen? So, also, wir können den Fall also fortsetzen.
I already told you. You still need to get me a lead on the cult.
Ach so, nee, gar nicht. Wir hatten ihn noch gar nicht, soweit. Sondern das war, wir brauchen noch eine Spur, die zum Kult führt.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
Das wird ja noch spannend. Da müssen wir ihn ja noch mal so richtig, richtig überzeugen. Dann wird ja noch mal richtig spannend, ne? Mädels, wart ihr da schon immer? Nee. So, warte, was können wir denn... Wir gucken mal aufs Kärtchen. Was haben wir hier alles? Das ist das Voodoo-Museum, Dixieland Drugstore, Buchladen, die Wohnung von Madame Casanou. Da ist die Kneipe. Da haben wir eigentlich alles gemacht. Da ist die Wohnung von Oma Knight. Die Tulane University. Da ist ja der gute Hartridge mittlerweile tot. Ja, was haben wir hier? Die Wohnung von Moonbeam. Ach so, sollte die nicht heute offen sein? Also an dem Tag 5? Aha.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait! Gabriel Knight.
You're too quick for me.
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Ja, das ist doch mal interessant. Wir gucken uns mal... Was ist das denn? Ist das ein Schlangenkäfig?
A large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper. A shed skin shares the cage with its original owner.
Ah, guck mal, die hängt da raus. Die wollen wir doch mal haben. Was haben wir denn hier noch? Regal.
The shelf holds a variety of unusual objects. The kind of thing Gabriel refers to as junk.
Esoterik-Müll finde ich auch schön. Frage die Loa Maschine. Ja. Heißt das nicht Frage die Loa Maschine? Nein, es ist eine Frage die Loa. So.
Magenta Moonbeam is wrapped in gauze and silks. She looks vaguely mysterious and mysteriously vague.
Mhm. Sehr schön, dann quatschen wir
Can I
mit
ask
ihr.
you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
Uiuiuiui. Guck mal hier, blaue Augen. Das ist das richtige... Das ist das Blau aus der Waschmaschinenpackung.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils. You know, everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit. But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
Okay. Noch was?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodooien's work is protecting her clients from the spells of others. I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
Okay. Was noch mehr?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
Okay. Was? Noch mehr?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Mr. Knight.
Ich hab dir alles erzählt, was du wissen darfst. Ich glaube, das werde ich auch in den Sprachgebrauch übernehmen. So, Voodoo-Morde. Was weißt du?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele. But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is badness there. Very bad.
Ja, aber irgendwas musst du doch gehört haben.
So you don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, is that fake? No. That is part of a voodooien's power. If people don't believe, there's not much I can do. But if they do believe, that is a part of my power too. But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it or not, but stay away from it.
Okay. Überredet, wir beenden das Spiel jetzt sofort. Nein,
What do you mean?
natürlich nicht.
Do you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antennae, Monsieur Knight. And I get a clear signal from that direction. Beware.
Und New Orleans, beziehungsweise New Orleans im Allgemeinen.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
Und gibt's hier auch was Schönes anzugucken?
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is a fascinating city with many dark secrets.
Oh, okay.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
It is my favorite place in the world.
Ja. Und Schlangen sind wahrscheinlich dein Lieblingstier.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald? She's a python, you know. Quite deadly in the wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle snakes.
Kann man das mal sich angucken?
Tell me more about snakes.
Oh, I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
Und was ist mit der St. John's Night?
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve. It is the greatest night of the voodoo year. There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall. But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild. They wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Am Lake Pontchartrain. Aha. Und Tiermasken. Sind ja mittlerweile auch Teil einer, Besitzer einer Tiermaske.
Tell me about the animal masks.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore. They're too close.
Too close to what?
Just bad karma.
Und was ist mit Cabri-Saint-Corps?
Do you have any idea what Cabri Saint-Corps means?
No, I don't.
Na, da glaube ich ihr aber nicht so richtig. Aber wer Marie Laveau war, das wird sie ja wohl wissen.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh yes, she was the first of the great voodoo queens.
Und was ist mit schwarzem Voodoo?
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
It is the oldest, darkest heart of voodoo.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
There are some things it's better not to know about, Monsieur Knight.
Gut. Was ist denn mit Ogun Badagri?
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that.
Und über Damballa?
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Was ist denn mit Vivi?
Do you know anything about Veve?
I don't know anything about that.
Na. Und Voodoo Houndful?
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo houndful?
There are many voodoo churches in Nolans, no?
Yes, but have you heard of a secret voodoo houndful?
Wherever did you hear such a ridiculous story? There is no such thing.
Bin mir nicht sicher, ob sie uns gerade angelogen hat. Schattenjäger.
Have you ever heard the word Schattenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
Na, glaube ich ihr sogar. Dann soll sie mal ein bisschen was über sich selbst erzählen.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
Wie geht's im Geschäft?
How did you get into this business?
I trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame. I can see you know little of the world of magic.
I'm beginning to get that impression, yes.
Und die Kunden?
What kind of people come to see you?
Seekers after the truth, such as yourself.
Und was haben sie für Hobbys? Wahrscheinlich Schlangen. Kacken Schlangen eigentlich? Ah nee, die wirken das wieder raus? Auf jeden Fall hier Schlangenkotze wegmachen. Hobby?
Do you do anything else?
I'm a voodooian. That is plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
Und was machen Voodoo-Priesterinnen den ganzen Tag?
How many voodooians are there?
No one knows exactly. Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course, the level and the power of the voodooians differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Jo, dann erzähl mal aus dem Nähkästchen.
Tell me anything at all.
I haven't always lived in Nolans. I came here from Kansas as a young woman.
Aha. Und wie war's in Kansas?
Tell me anything at all.
I began studying voodoo more than 20 years ago. I'm well versed in the magical arts.
Hat vor 20 Jahren. So alt sieht die doch gar nicht aus. Wann hat die angefangen?
Tell me anything at all.
Many non-believers come to me. They are usually believers when they leave.
Now I'm a believer.
Tell me anything at all.
Dr. John sends me many seekers, such as yourself.
Dr. John. Bin mir nicht sicher, ob das gut ist, dass Dr. John ihr immer Leute schickt. Was hat er denn vor?
Tell me anything at all.
I am happy here with my clientele and my snake.
Okay. Mehr fällt mir auch nicht ein.
I can't think of anything.
Very well.
So, was ist denn mit Grimwald?
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Where did you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once. The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Grimwald doesn't sound Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me, monsieur. I'm sure they know better than we.
Grimwald ist aber, also ein deutscheres Wort, glaube ich, gibt es doch gar nicht. Ägyptisch. Und kann man Grimwald kontrollieren?
How did you learn how to handle Grimwald?
I told you, a great voodoo queen taught me. She learned from Marie Laveau herself.
Uh-huh. Fascinating.
Mhm. Kann ich mir denn mal ein paar Schuppen angucken?
Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that. You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things. Hair clippings, nail parings, and snake scales.
Zeig mir mal die Ohrringe.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Achso.
Really? You would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
No matter what you see, do not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
Okay. Ja. Können wir uns währenddessen mal das Regal angucken?
Gabriel figures that many men have picked up things in Magentia's parlor, but he'd rather not.
Achso, warte mal. Kann ich jetzt den Schlangenkäfig nehmen? Also nicht den Schlangenkäfig, sondern die Schlangenhaut. Das müssten doch eigentlich auch Schuppen sein.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
Ja, das ist doch gut. So, sie danst da jetzt ab. Da war es auch schon zu Ende. Vielleicht schenkt sie uns ja nachher noch einen Tanz. Oh, wieder hinsetzen.
There. Truly inspiring, isn't it?
That's certainly one word for it.
Ja, und was auch noch wundervoll anzuschauen ist, ist das Folgenende. Das kommt nämlich jetzt. Wir sehen uns. Bis dann. Haut rein. Tschüss.